Hey everybody, this is the Vertz podcast. We are joined today by our first guest, Cassidy, and then we've also got.
Hello.
That's okay. I was finished.
Oh shit!
No, I'm kidding. I'm
Be
kidding.
like that. Okay.
I'm kidding. We got me. I'm Hunter, Colton, Devin, James. Sorry, Cassidy.
and Craig.
Yeah, Craig's always here. Cassidy, Craig.
Do I?
All right, say hi, Craig.
The recording, Craig.
Yeah.
Okay.
Craig's our recording bot.
Hello, Craig.
Nice. He never leaves us. He's always here.
Are we playing Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Did anybody download it?
I no one wanted to buy it. I mean, I'm sure we can just find like an Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader online.
Dude, I'm so broke right now. Like, I'm like drinking water and eating ice.
Yeah, so Cassidy is Colton's sister, by the way.
Yeah, that's my sister.
Context.
I knew we had to get her on the pod. To just talk a bunch of random shit and football, pretty much. So seems like what we do on a normal basis.
You know, when I told my fiance that I was going to be a guest on the podcast tonight, he was like, "You?" And I was like,
"What does that mean?"
Yeah.
Sorry, you're just not podcast guest material.
He was like, "Yeah, but you're not." He's like, "You're not like funny." And I was like,
no,
Damn.
That's crazy.
He clarified. He was like, "You're not like on the spot funny," and I was like,
"I don't more of like a slow burn."
I mean, yeah. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, I think I have my funny moments. I don't have like consistently have like zingers, that I'm popping in there. But like, I think I'm funny.
That's okay. None of us do either.
I mean, does anyone genuinely think that like they're like fucking hilarious? I feel like everyone's just like, yeah, I'm funny sometimes.
Like, I think you're really funny.
I think I'm funny, but that
James.
certain people can like bring it out of me more. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you feel like brings it out of you the most?
Who does?
Yeah.
Usually, currently, I mean, probably the person that has that spot now is Colton.
Let's go.
But in the past, like the most recent person I've had that like we just like, I don't know, we're so funny together was my ex-best friend. Like her and I actually like toyed with the idea of like either like starting like a Twitch channel or like a podcast because we thought like we would just be so funny together and entertaining. And I believe that we would have, but here I am on this podcast.
Anyway. There you go.
On the Four Vertz podcast.
Yeah, not this Four Vertz podcast. Not the one with.
There's two other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta clarify.
Thousands of dollars of production quality with like 3 views. I feel like we shouldn't talk trash because, like I said, I feel like
Colton's already talked shit. If you've already started, it might as well keep going.
I mean, I told the first commenter that they'd win. We'd give him $100,000.
So I mean, your nay. I already am paying his electricity bills because I'm too fucking lazy. I need to actually start charging him.
Wait, was it the first commenter on any video or just that video?
I said that video. So
okay. Because the other guy commented first, but I was in the other video.
That was your mom's friend?
Yeah, I told my mom about it, and she was like, trying to get some views up. So everyone who's
really sweet.
Everyone who said it has said. Everyone who's seen it has said we're pretty funny. So, I mean, I feel like if enough people say that, then I'll start to believe, like, you know what? Because when I watch our podcast, I laugh because I think we're fucking funny. But like, is that biased? Maybe. Like,
a little biased.
I don't know.
But
we need to get some. We need to get like a random sample of viewers across the country that we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you suppose we do that?
We'll have a focus group.
I mean,
focus crew.
we have people from at least 4 countries watching our videos, so
4 countries?
You can check it.
Slovenia.
Who's in charge of the channel?
James is.
Yeah, you can check where you see your viewership and all that.
Let me see.
We got your Nay from Slovenia, Peng Tao from China.
Heyo.
We got us from America. I guess maybe there's only 3.
That's
all
good.
around, all around the world. You said.
That's pretty
So I
good.
was telling
3
Colton-
countries? I mean,
Sorry.
go
I was
ahead.
telling Colton that, like, when he asked me to be a guest, I was like, oh, it would be like, you know, it's like pretty cool to probably have a psychologist on a podcast. You could have a great segment. And he was like, I don't know. I thought you would just join and we talk about football and like, okay.
Yeah, Jonathan asked me what our podcast was about, and I was like, it's essentially just me trying to talk about things other than sports, and everyone just like saying that we need to just talk about sports.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think you bring enough interesting topics to the board, but sometimes it's like, you know, Canada and India. I'm like,
yeah, we gotta hit the bread and butter.
I don't. Me and Devin are just sitting in the back, like we don't know how to respond to this stuff.
Bro.
It could be something like, it'd be like an ongoing every now and then segment, like therapy hour with the doctor or something. Look at me with my ideas.
Yeah, I'm down.
Hunter's just getting therapy in the middle of it.
Or he's just bawling his eyes out, talking about every trauma. He's like, Santa gave James $1 million when it's Christmas.
Bro, my family still talks to me about that.
There's I don't think you've said it on the podcast. And I don't think Cassie definitely doesn't know about that. So go run through
When
that.
we were in 3rd grade,
no, I think it was 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, we were in 3rd. That was when we first became neighbors in 3rd grade.
Yeah, we were next door neighbors.
James what he got for Christmas, and he said he got $1 million from Santa. So then I got mad at my parents because they gave me $100 limit, and I was like, "This just isn't fair." I genuinely did not understand how that was not possible.
Yeah, I remember we were walking to your house when I told you, and I don't know why the fuck I said it, but I did, and then you just believed me, and I was like, yeah, let's just roll with it.
I feel like that's the biggest, like, I don't know. It can be the fucked up thing about, like, the whole Santa thing is because, like, super poor kids, like, barely get anything, right? And then you get the rich kids that talk about how many, like, cool things they got.
How come Santa only likes the rich kids?
Hey, what's up with that?
Santa's conducting class warfare.
He's placid.
I mean, so Cassidy, what does that say about James that he would just out of nowhere lie to me about something like that?
I guess I didn't realize that you just would. I just thought you would think I was lying. I just didn't think you would understand that I was lying. You know, it's like clearly that's a lie.
We were 8.
Like 8 or 9.
Kids lie.
No, we were like
Kids
9
lie.
or 10.
Yeah, kids lie. I mean, I was 8. You were 9.
This was 5 years ago.
This is last week.
Yeah. Wait, Santa's not real?
Dude, when I found out Santa wasn't real, I legitimately had a meltdown. Like, I was screaming, like, you lied to me! Like, to my parents.
The ultimate betrayal in Hunter's eyes.
And I was like, immediately, like, you could see my mind shift. I was like, so does that mean that the tooth fairy's not real?
All like,
yeah.
You started connecting the pieces to the puzzle.
And then my mom was like, now, Hunter, you're a smart kid.
Put 2 and 2 together, buddy. You're 15. It's like, tooth fairy's not real. It's like, who was that person that entered my room the other night?
I remember I found out when I was like 8, but I kept acting like I believed in it because I was afraid I wouldn't get presents anymore. So
that's what our mom always said. She's like, the minute you stop believing Santa is the minute the gifts stop coming, or whatever the fuck she said.
Yeah, so we had to be like, yep, we still believe. And now here I am doing the same thing to my stepdaughter.
I still believe. Do you think? What do you think?
Continues.
Like, do you think there's any like this is a dumb question. But like,
Do we think there's any Santa?
Like, do you think there's any like? What's the oldest age you think someone's found out about Santa and been like, what?
It's got to be pushing 40, bro.
Somebody that's like maybe developmentally.
Okay, but like, you know, like mentally all there, just straight up businessman going to work 9 to 5, finds out
It's
Santa's
just-
not real.
This whole fucking world turns upside down.
So the AI overview on Google says, while there's no official record for the oldest someone found out about Santa Claus.
How do you track? How do you track that?
I'm shocked.
You know, it's bad when you even like you look up something in Google AI, can't even find it. It's like I don't
Throw your
know.
hands up.
There's a Huffington Post article that says 41-year-old believes in Santa.
I told you.
I don't know. My mom, when I told her that, she was like, I really do believe in Santa. And then I still my sister brings it up because she's like, isn't that so funny that you were traumatized by this? And
Your
then,
mom was gaslighting you.
And then my mom's like, I still believe.
Holden, do you remember how we like? I don't remember if it was something that like obviously I'm older, so I'm sure I was like the first one to be like, did we talk about it? Like, hey, like
We never had like a sit down, just like, hey, bud, Santa's not real.
well, yeah, but like, I guess maybe we just figured out that we were both on the same page about it.
You gave each other
like,
a look one year.
I mean, at some point, you just get it. Like, you go to school, you talk to people. It's inevitable. You're gonna get it. It's like when you're young. And it's like inevitably like these parents try to keep their kids from like knowing anything about like sex, and it's like, dude, like boys are like 8 years old. Like, do you like stick it in and pee or?
Bro, I did not know what sex was until I was in 6th grade. Like, I think I kind of had my suspicions, but like I felt like my parents were trying to. This is actually turning into a therapy session. I felt like anytime I would bring it up, my parents got like, it seemed like they were mad at me, but I don't think they were. I think they were just like anxious. And then so I thought like, okay, I'm not supposed to know about this. I'm just like going to like shut it out of my memory. Then do y'all remember that day where they bring like the TV into like the gym?
Yes.
And where we have to like have the talks with the gym coach. In the video, they said something about like, I want to wait for Cassidy's child to leave the room. I don't know if it's
Is they?
I don't know if her audio's on.
No, go ahead and explain everything in great detail.
So in the video,
if you're like explaining something to me, I didn't hear any of it.
Okay, that's good. That's good because I was like, I wanted to wait until your child left. That they said in the video like, why does your penis get hard? And then the answer was like, because you become sexually aroused. And so I remember my mom was like, so do you have any questions? And I said like, so in the video they said your penis becomes hard when you get sexually aroused. Like, what does that mean? And she was like, you know, like when you get aroused, like, and I was like, no, I don't. And then we just left it.
Wait, she was in the classroom with you?
No. She, like, I told her, she asked me what we did that day, and I was like, oh, we watched the video. And then, like, I explained it, and she asked me if I had any questions, and then just straight up did not answer them.
She's like, oh, good question. And then just walks on.
Yeah. She's like, you know, let me, I don't know about this. Let me see if I can find out.
Let me ask your father.
I remember the video they showed us. I remember
5th grade.
Yeah, it was 5th grade for me.
My mom.
It was 4th grade for girls, and then 5th grade for guys in my school.
I remember just showed some people fucking.
Yeah, dude. I remember my mom was like, just, you know, I forgot what she said, but it was like, oh yeah, like I'm not gonna go in there. It's normal. It's fine. Like I'm not gonna laugh. And I just go in there, and the whole video, I'm like in tears laughing during the whole video because it just showed a limp penis and it getting erect. And
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't have that, James?
I don't think it was a real limp penis. I think it was like a diagram.
They didn't show somebody's actual cock on the fucking TV. It was like
it's literal child porn, like a like a 5-year-old's penis.
No, it was like a little diagram or whatever, like the drawn thing, and it was like I just remember dying laughing. It was fucking hilarious.
I don't know what they expect when they show that to like 4th, 5th grade boys. Like, they're gonna laugh.
Like, what do you expect?
Exactly.
That's when Colton's comedy career started.
I saw the limp penis getting erect, and it all hit me.
So, Devin, at your school, were the girls like talking about it when they
No.
had it first, or?
No, it was like 4th grade. I'm assuming because girls go through it before guys, but they didn't really talk about it. Then we got like a permission slip, and then guys had it 5th grade, and like a bunch of guys were like looking forward to it. And then we saw like everything. It was like diagrams and shit, but nothing crazy.
Were you disappointed?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna see some tits. Nah, I'm just kidding. I was actually like low key kind of confused, bro, because I was really innocent back then. Believe it or not.
Devin, you were innocent, yeah.
Well,
I
seen,
literally
I've
cannot.
seen your haircut. I saw your haircut as a kid, Devin. So I saw the pictures.
Let me see it. No, you need to send it after the fucking.
No, the fuck he doesn't.
Would you have a fucking bowl cut?
I look like Farquaad.
Farquaad.
No, he just had a buzz cut.
Bro, straight buzz. My mom was so lazy. She would just go take me to an Asian barber in Sharpstown. And it was like $8 a cut. And she like just give him a 2 all over. No edge up, no nothing, bro.
Just he looks so damn funny.
My mom actually sent a picture like that today to my girl and I was like, "You're getting to the age where you don't need access to a phone," because she keeps sending like embarrassing pictures to my girl. I'm like, Jesus
You're gonna
Christ.
send her to the home.
Yeah.
Send a cease and desist to her.
I feel like that's
your parents.
I feel like it's just inevitable, bro. Like getting into like a relationship, it's like, oh god, like all these people, all these like, bro. Like I just remember when I was a kid, there's this one little. I don't know how old I was, but like I had a fucking like bleached fucking bowl cut.
Yeah.
And
I
was adorable, bro.
You
Like
were
those
bleached.
pictures of me, I was very adorable. But like, I'm like, God,
You still are.
thanks,
Aw.
thanks, buddy. You're making my penis do that thing that I saw on. Hunter,
making it go limp.
Well, so
I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of Colton when he was a kid.
Do you have a picture? You have that picture of me holding a beer when I was like maybe 7 years old.
Yeah,
That'd be
I
the
think I
cover
have
for
one
this
of
week's
you
podcast.
when you were doing karate. That's like really cute.
Oh wow, you did karate, Colton?
I did do karate.
Very
I got to a white belt and I quit.
Isn't that like
the first belt?
Yeah. Bro, I tried a bunch of shit. I was the worst at that growing up. I would try a bunch of shit and I would quit after like two days. I tried playing guitar, quit that after like 2 lessons.
Did you ever do Boy Scouts?
Hell no. Who would I look like?
I did it for 1 year, I think when I was 7 or 6. And I was like so excited for the camping trip.
Man. Colton with a Bud Light.
I feel like that low-key looks like you still.
It does. Me and him look the exact same as we did when we were kids.
We do. Just older.
Here's a picture of me. The bangs. I would need to find the karate picture though, because that one is so cute.
My friend Pengtao, he emailed the director or like the agency of the next Karate Kid movie asking if he could get an audition for the main role.
They say
they haven't responded yet.
Did you send any clips? Like
he sent some like headshots and stuff. I think I mean, granted, I don't know. I think he would make a great Karate Kid.
Why?
Yeah, but you're not biased at all, though.
I mean, he's like legitimately one of the funniest people I've ever met. I think I might have told y'all this before, but there was like one time we went to like a Korean fried chicken place, and I was eating with chopsticks, and he looked at me and he said, "The way that you use your chopsticks reminds me of my English." And he said, "It works, but it's not that good."
That's good. See, I don't have zingers like that. I think that's what my fiance was trying to say.
He wasn't just trying to put you down.
No, I mean, I can see where it sounds like it would, because like I was like, what? But he
You
did
gotta
confirm. He was like, "You are interesting." I was like, "Well, good. Like that's why I'm on the podcast, because I'm interesting."
Well, you're interesting, but you're not funny.
Can't win
It's
them
like
all. Like,
one of those pat on the back, like, it's okay, champ. At least you're interesting.
Get him next time.
also, I don't know like how much y'all know actually about what I do, because like, I mean, being a psychologist, I'm sure sounds interesting, but like I work with people that like commit crimes. Like I've worked in a jail.
So it's like that show Ratchet, Miss Ratchet or whatever.
What?
What
You
did
never
you
seen
call
the show
that?
Ratcheted or whatever?
Are you
No.
trying to compare me to the remake of? Was it what a remake? I don't know if it was a remake. That old ass movie with the fucked up psych nurse.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, not like that.
Not even close, actually.
I have no idea what this show is.
I work with people, like I've worked in the jail. I usually work with people that like struggle with addiction, and right now I'm in community mental health, and I work with people that are on parole and probation. So I would say my stories might be more interesting than other psychologists, but
I mean,
If
yeah,
I
I'm sure
wanna
you've
have,
heard
like,
a
a
lot of
second-
crazy stuff. I mean, are
Like-
you allowed to talk about that?
yeah, so our rules are that as long as we don't provide information that could potentially identify who we're talking about, then it's okay. I wouldn't
So
get
the-
specific enough for it to
I-
like be
So the first story is
unethical.
about Colton.
Like I've seen
Yeah.
dicks. I've seen plenty of dicks.
In like what context?
Yeah, in the jail.
Like they just
They're
pull
in
off
their
pants?
cell. They're in their cell and it's just out.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I've seen probably a couple guys, I assume, jacking off to me, like looking like through the window,
Oh.
like jacking it. There's poop thrown all the time. There's always people that like will take their poop and like smear it all over their cell. Yeah.
That's a DeAndre Hopkins right there.
No, that's
What?
Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham.
Wait, what?
DeAndre Hopkins, allegedly
Smeared
smeared shit all of his hotel walls at the combine.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and Odell Beckham allegedly likes getting shit on his chest, but
Just
Then
steamy
he-
floppers.
he denied it.
Oh
But
gosh.
then
I mean,
he
of course
said,
did, though.
but he said like he even said like if I talk about it and I deny it, it just sounds like I'm like it sounds like I'm actually into it and I'm just trying to hide myself. So
Makes sense.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean-
Steph Curry's a cuck, so I mean, it may.
I mean, I think like objectively getting shit on your chest is worse than getting cucked. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well,
Like,
at least the person shitting on your chest you love.
but like if Kendall was like, "Hey, would you rather me shit on your chest or like go fuck this guy?" I'd probably be like, "Yeah, you can go fuck that guy." Like if those are my only
Honor.
two options. I mean, do you know how fucking gross that is?
Bro, have you seen movie 43?
I have not.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, when Chris Pratt took like a whole thing of laxatives and was eating nothing but like bean and cheese burritos because his wife was like, "I want you to shit on me for our
Oh my
wonderful
god, yes.
night."
I've seen that. I've
Yeah.
seen
And then
Which
he's
dude-
like holding it in, and she's like, "No, not yet." He's like, "God damn it, let me shit on you." And then he gets hit by a car and there's shit everywhere. And she's like, "Oh my god, you did all this for me?"
Oh my god. Devin, how much, or like, would you say no if your girl asked you to?
What, to shit on me?
No, to shit on her.
Oh no, yeah, no. I wouldn't even trust my own shits with myself, dude. Them things are they're
It's gonna be
costed.
the liquid one that just
Yeah.
gets out the ass.
Yeah, it's
Devin,
like the
probably like
recording I sent you guys the other day.
once a quarter, Devin sends us an audio clip of himself shitting.
And I
Really?
usually wait for the responses of text messages to open anytime
Guys,
Devin sends.
Just rule number 1 in the group chat: if Devin sends you an audio clip, just don't open it.
Yeah.
It's
That's
probably
kinda
it's probably a big, very loud, like toilet bowl fart echo.
I mean, there's been videos as well, but like you can't see anything other than his ankles. Am I putting you on blast, Devin? Is your girl
No,
still
I think it's
listening?
fucking. I think it's hilarious,
Okay.
dude.
Your girl
If
gonna
it's up to
listen to this.
Devin wants everyone to hear his shits, so
Yeah, that can be our next intro.
just an audio of your just we'll wait for you to be on the toilet next time we start, and then just start it up and be like, "Hey guys," act like nothing's happening, and just through it. It'll be like,
hey guys, what's going on?
Every time I open my mouth, you guys replace it with a shit sound.
"Oh, Devin, you need to." Sorry, but Devin was talking about this like an hour ago when we were playing Madden. He was like, "I can't wait for the podcast so I can tell everyone that I wasn't asleep at the end of it."
Oh yeah, I wasn't open mouth. Yeah, my bad for that. I wasn't open mouth sleeping. My girl had texted me, and I didn't want to interrupt y'all. And then y'all were talking about the Texans, and I just didn't want to talk about that. So I was like, "This is the perfect time to leave." And I come back right when they hang up. I'm like, what happened?"
I did not even remember that happened, so no need to apologize.
Our viewers remember.
Just because you don't remember Hunter doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yeah, Hunter was like, I watched it today. Hunter was like, "Thanks for your continuous support of our friendship." And our podcast." I was like, "Damn."
I mean, I guess yeah. I'm caught in 4K there.
So you
I mean, 4K. You've seen the pictures. It's like
Yeah,
140.
We got caught in 140p.
You got any more of them pixels, dog?
They filmed me on a toaster.
So now, what?
I was gonna say like how like I just can't imagine what kind of like horrible like mental state you have to be in order to smear shit on your own walls.
Maybe you
Yeah.
just feel like you feel artistic.
Well, something that my supervisor there told me was because that's the first thing that someone will say, right? Is like, "Oh, that guy must be psychotic for him to be able to do something like that." And my supervisor would say, fecal play is not a symptom of psychosis. More than not, it's antisocial behavior. So it's people that are doing it to get some sort of need met. It's usually not like the super like ill people, like the ones that like genuinely are psychotic. They don't. I mean, they'll do other weird shit, but but they don't play with their poop. So
I think I don't know how much I should joke about stuff
So you're
like this,
saying
but
Devin isn't crazy?
but yeah, that's like anytime someone like confronts me for something, my response can just be like, fecal play is not a symptom of psychosis.
But it's in general. You just say it has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah,
You just say
they're
that.
like, hey, why did you steal that? Fecal play.
You'd be like, what?
You
Lock
might
this dude up.
you might think I'm crazy.
Lock this bro up.
I'm about to say you might be like getting the opposite effect. Like they will think you're psychotic.
Just don't do what that one video on YouTube where it's like what pretending to be crazy looks like.
I don't know what that is.
Have you never seen that?
No.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, where the dude like because they're like he shot up a school and then they caught him and then he tried to play the
yeah,
insane
okay,
thing
I've
where
seen
he's
that,
like
yeah.
the voices told me to do it. Okay,
the demons told me.
The demons told me to do it, Maxie. The fucking they say like if you go in and try to, I guess the consensus thought is that if they deem me clinically insane for the crime, then it's not that bad if I go in, but it's like 50 times worse. It's
It
like way
is, because if you are found not guilty by reason of insanity, you will stay in the state hospital for as long as they feel like they can keep you. So you could end up serving longer than what you would have gotten for prison.
I thought it was mainly just to get out of the death sentence.
it is that too.
Shout out
But they
my
can't-
boy
they-
John Hinckley.
Oh,
Who's that?
Oh yeah, John Hinckley. Yep.
can
Yeah, I
someone
mean, if-
say who that is?
It's
He was the
actually
guy-
pretty. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I would say it's actually pretty easy to tell when someone is what we call malingering. So they're faking their symptoms. I actually did an evaluation for a guy that was like very clearly malingering, and he was really trying. He was putting on quite the act. But he didn't fool me, and then when he figured out that he wasn't fooling me, he refused to see me anymore.
What was the big
So I
sign?
didn't finish the evaluation.
What was the biggest sign he showed where it was like, yeah, he's like faking it?
Well, it's like a collection of like evidence, I'll say, because there are certain like psychosis as far as hallucinations go, like there's like a kind of like a majority of the types, like what people that with actual psychosis will describe the hallucinations as being or looking like. And then like there's been measures of malingering, like, objective measures that will say, oh, people who give these uncommon responses usually tend to not actually be psychotic. So when he was giving me like examples of like the things he would see and hear, it was, hold on. I know. To stop in the middle of this, I'm sorry.
No
yes,
worries. I'll speak about John Hinckley.
mom duty.
So
Oh,
John Hinckley was the
Is
guy
he
that
about-
shot Ronald Reagan, and he did it to impress Jodie Foster.
The chick from Terminator?
Yeah, that was his reason. But he got out, and now he's making music on YouTube. I'm a subscriber.
Chocolate
you?
rain.
American Hero. Yeah, Jodie Foster will be impressed if I shoot Ronald Reagan.
Love you.
Love you too.
I'm attempting to kill the president.
Is he like a big
Oh.
deal now? How old is this man?
He's 69.
Hey, go ahead and give up on that dream, big dog.
No, I mean he's got like 40,000 views. I mean his dream of, I guess living longer than Ronald Reagan has, succeeded.
Bro, have you seen those like two older like Englishmen just rapping?
Cassidy loves those. Cassidy sends me that shit all the fucking
Who they
time.
got beaten Baz? I
Is
follow
that-
them on Instagram.
Is that like the guy that's like when I fuck pussy turn red?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
That's not. That's the Jamaican white guy who's like,
Oh, that's the
Pussy
yellow
turn
man or
red.
something like that.
yeah, yeah. No, these are like literally like 80-year-old guys
Oh
just
no!
rapping their
I've
fucking
seen it. Yeah, they go pretty hard, but yeah, I mean, like British guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them.
I'm on a war
They're like
tour
that.
with Common my man.
Gangster.
They're gangster.
Yeah.
I
Have
mean,
you
they
listened to their lyrics?
they. Yeah, I mean, I just wonder, like, what the hell were they doing the past 70 years, bro?
They could have got on this when it was still like I said a hip, a hop, a hippie to the hip hop.
Lyrical. Yeah, Devin, did you see those guys from me sending them to you on Instagram? I feel like
No, I had seen them a long time ago. You probably have sent them to me though.
see the fucked up thing about Instagram Reels is that once somebody sends you like 3 or 4 out of us, like even 2 or no, fuck that, 1 video from a certain person or topic, that's all you fucking see. Cassidy has sent me. Get ready for this. Cassidy has sent me. I don't know how it popped up in her feed.
My
Intros
favorite.
to gay pornos.
What?
And now that's all my fucking feed is. It is literally like the intro where it's like, hey, like, do you need help with that? And it's like, oh, like, I could really use some help. And then like it cuts off when their lips touch.
when they
Some
score
of
a
them cut
goal.
off before anything sexual happens, and then I'm like, kind of like, damn, I wish I would have seen how that started.
Yeah, I wonder
Maybe
how
not
that ended.
but
Yeah, I think we know how it ends.
Yeah, I think if they play the beginning, it could at least play the end for you, so that you might know left on a cliffhanger.
yeah, I know you're building the story up, and
Yeah,
then
so
you're
now
just like cutting it out.
So now I'm in fucking public on
I'm
Instagram
invested.
scrolling through, and gay porn is on my fucking phone, and I'm at work, and I'm like, oh, I gotta that or like my feed is horrible, bro. Like me and Devin were going down this fucking rabbit hole of a Instagram page of just broken bones yesterday.
Oh my god.
I'm positive that's gonna just pop up on our feed every fucking time.
Bro, there were some gnarly fucking bone breaks, dude. Like, there was one that got trampled by a bull, and his leg was like, what do you call it, like a 90-degree, and
Hanging on.
he couldn't move, and he had to get like 4 people just picking him up. He picked him up like a bag of potatoes.
You
That
got
shit had me so dead.
You got Marcus Lattimore.
Who's that? What did he do?
Do y'all remember Marcus Lattimore? He was the I think it was he played for Oklahoma State, and he like not Marcus Lattimore. Marcus Lattimore was the running
Ex-cornerback?
back. No, he was a running back. Lattimore injury, South Carolina. Like you could see his bone. Who was that?
Spencer Ware, the
Oh,
basketball?
Spencer Ware. Sorry, I don't know why I
Yeah.
thought
that's
Lattimore.
that's the worst injury I've ever seen in my life, bro. That shit, no. Like
You can literally see the bone coming out on the
I
basketball
remember
court.
that one. Yeah.
Have you ever
Bonix.
seen?
Sorry, Bonix just made a 93-yard pass for a touchdown.
Fucking damn it!
was it Sutton?
No, it was
That was
Mims.
Marvin Mims.
Okay,
Damn
thank
it.
God, bro. That would have been like, well, I lost on that.
And touchdown, Jerry Jeudy.
That's wild.
Jerry Jeudy?
Just
He's on
threw
the
a bomb
Browns.
to him.
Jameis Winston did?
70-yard touchdown, yeah.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
I mean, you I mean, you didn't tell me that Santa gave you $1 million.
Cassie, what does it mean that Hunter never believes anything I say? What does that mean?
Well, it might stem from when you lied to him when you were children.
The Santa thing really is just
It really cut,
like
it really
it's
cut
just
him deep.
my life has been a downhill slope ever since that day.
Damn, yeah, Jerry Jeudy 70-yard pass. They're just having a fucking
Throwing
what would you
bombs
call it,
back
a
and forth.
sling off?
Yeah, it's a barn burner. I always think that the Iowa team is called the Barn Burners, but that's because they had a arena football team called the Barn Stormers, or is that the college team?
I don't know, dog.
What are we talking about, to be honest?
Anyway, did y'all see a massive win for Hunters everywhere yesterday?
Hunter.
Why is that?
Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden got
yeah.
pardoned by Joe Biden.
He did. I mean, it's. I don't think anyone can blame him. Goat's back out.
I mean, I can't wait for my free Hunter Biden shirt to come in. It's just
Did you actually order that?
Yeah.
Oh my
Because
god!
it just says free Hunter, and I think that's funny. But
And it's got Hunter Biden with a cig in his mouth, right?
yeah. I mean,
Classic.
I'm like extremely like left leaning, but that shit's. I think that's not cool that he pardoned his son. That's like
I don't think so
just
either.
corruption.
Yeah.
Like fucked up shit. I mean, you're right, Colton. He is the GOAT. No one could smoke as much crack or bang as many hookers as he did, and he'll always have a special place in my heart as a hunter that I can aspire to.
He does. When you look at men with the name Hunter, I think he's probably up at the top.
It's weird because people who are like famous, I've like not known any famous hunters, so it's weird for me to hear people talk about Hunter now.
Well, Triple H, his real name is Hunter.
Yeah, but who calls him Hunter?
Ric Flair.
Oh. Remember that Triple H is my uncle?
Yeah, Cassidy, how about this? Hunter told me when we were kids that Triple H, the wrestler, was his uncle, and I believed him.
You did not believe me.
I did.
He looks exactly like him, but I mean, okay, I guess we're even then. That's how it works, right?
I don't know why the Santa thing always reminds me of when in junior high, Jacob Strong bet James that Houston Rockets rookie Royce White, who was like the 16th pick, would win Rookie of the Year, and he didn't play because he was scared of flying.
And then Jacob never paid me. It's like, where's my $10?
Really? Is that why y'all stopped being friends?
No, I mean, that could be. I mean, where's the principle on that? You make a bet and you don't pay it?
I mean, I always pay my bets.
You do.
Because I lose every time.
That's because Hunter makes really specific bets. It's like one time he bet like a Drew Brees bet when Drew Brees was really good. It's like he'll throw for 4,500 yards, 38 touchdowns, and less than 10 picks. I'm like, okay, that's a fucking bet. Let's do it.
Yeah, and that didn't
the most outlandish fucking bet ever. Sure.
I 1 year I bet the Browns would go 7-9, and they couldn't even do that for me.
Why don't you go ahead and, Hunter, you know what? You haven't done a formal explanation of why you're a Browns fan for the podcast.
I remember when I was a little kid, like, I didn't like football at all. I hated watching football. And, like, I don't remember why, but then, like, I watched, I think it was the Browns versus Chiefs. Back when they had, he was number 32. He got traded to the Eagles.
Brandon Weeden?
No, they found out he had a heart murmur, and so like he failed his physical, and that's how like they found out about it.
Eric Berry?
No, he was a running back
For what team?
for the Browns.
No.
Failed physical. Either way, he had a huge game against the Chiefs. Jerome Harrison.
What? Oh, Jerome Harrison.
Jerome Harrison.
I never heard of him.
He had like an insane game against the Chiefs. And then like the next week I watched them, I think they won again by like a huge margin, and I was like, "Oh, this team's like cool. Like I like this team. This team's going to be good soon." And then every single year after that until 2020, they were complete dog shit. And I don't know why I stuck with them, but
so you're a bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm a bandwagon. That's why
the only Browns bandwagon in fucking history.
Maybe
you picked them because they won a game, right?
I admit I'm a bandwagoner. I bandwagon on the Browns for the last 20 years of my life.
Oh shit! So why not your home team, the Texans, or your like family's home state of the Saints in Louisiana, like New Orleans?
That's a good question. I think the Texans were ass and the Saints were also ass. So you're right. I probably was just a bandwagoner.
Well, I mean the Texans, yeah, they of course they were ass, but come on now. I mean, if you're going to use that argument, at least go be a fan of like.
A good team.
Yeah, the Texans and Saint were ass, so I went ahead and chose the team that won one game in 2 seasons.
The one game that we won over those 2 seasons was against the Chargers.
Of course.
And I remember Brandon Dinn was a huge Chargers fan, so at least I could hold that over him. But I used to be like depressed coming to school after the Browns lost because I knew that people were just going to make fun of me.
That's awful.
Like I would get What's that?
Go ahead.
I remember just like on Sunday as they would start like going behind and losing, I just get like super sad.
I remember there was one guy at school who was a Bears fan, Steven Taylor, and the first thing he'd always tell me and Hunter was like, "Either the Cowboys suck or the Browns suck."
He wouldn't even say hi. He'd just look at me and say, "Browns suck."
And then you'd be like, "Yep."
I mean,
yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Let's go. Thanks. Just
was that the team? The Browns beat the Chargers. Was it the Chargers or the Rams that had a number one offense and a number one defense and missed the playoffs that year?
It was the Chargers. They were 8-8 with Phillip Rivers, LaDainian Tomlinson.
That's the craziest sports stat I've probably ever heard. How is that possible that you have the number one offense and the number one defense in the same year and you miss the playoffs?
Unlucky.
Yeah,
like Lovers Club.
The Chargers are snake bitten.
I mean, maybe they'll have some success now with hardball.
Hardball, you mean?
Hardballs.
Hardballs.
Should we talk about the Lovers Club now?
I was gonna say, do y'all's balls like sometimes get hard, but like sometimes not when you're.
If you want to talk about the Lovers Club, I mean, we can just. I think that should probably insert like me into like therapy. So we have.
You want to take this one?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Colton's going to talk about his fantasy football team. If you want to just guide him on this real quick as a professional.
Yeah, so I'm going to explain the fact that one of my fantasy football teams is fucking 1-12 and probably going to win one game in the whole year. How is that physically possible? Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Nico Collins, the whole squad is there. If you looked at that team on paper, you would say that's a good team. But I don't know. This team has caused me so much frustration and just annoyance over the fucking past 4 months.
You've been kind of unlucky with matchups. Like you play like the highest scorer of the week every week.
Every week, I got motherfuckers dropping 160 on me, projected like 110, and then I need one thing to go right, and then nope. I don't know. Nope. How about not?
Colton, did I see you change your team name though? Again,
I did.
He did.
Just a period.
Yes.
When you changed it, I hate my life. That was like I just could not stop laughing about that.
What are all the team names you've had this year, Colton? Can you go through them real quick?
Yeah, I started with Benjamin Brady, and it was that's Tom Brady's son that he makes out with. So
does he only make out with one of them?
Yeah, I think so. I think he has his designated like kissing son.
He's got his pinch kisser. His other son's trying to take a peck, and he's like, "Sorry, I gotta take you out of the battering order for the rest of the game."
And then I had Lovers Club, and then I Hate My Life when I was like maybe 1-7, because at that point in time I did hate my life, and it was only because of that league. And then I had Lovers Club way up when I won one game.
In all caps, right?
In all caps, and then period. It's just a fucking period, because that's how I feel. It's just that's how I feel about the league. Just end it. Just end the league.
I don't know if this is bad, but whenever Colton, like when you talk about like how much you hate your life, like whenever we're playing Madden or like talking about fantasy, it's like the funniest thing ever to me.
When I'm bitching about a game.
Like, God, I want to die.
I do.
Blow up the team.
He's used to doing pretty well though, right? Like I always remember you telling me like you won one of your leagues one year.
I joined James's workplace, his fantasy league, and I was in it for 2 years and won the league both times.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad. I feel no remorse for you being terrible now.
No, I didn't do anything to you.
Well, you came into my league, and it wasn't my league. I did, but I didn't expect you to win it back-to-back years.
Well, Devin won it. Had a 3-peat before that, right?
Yes, sir.
Colton snatched his chain.
I did
He
smash.
did. All because of Hawkinson had like a 40 piece out of nowhere.
TJ Hawkinson, legendary dude.
Did y'all even know each other by the time Colton won the first one? Like, had we started hanging out yet?
I had never met Devin, and I beat him in the playoffs. So
And then one day we played basketball together, and then the next day everyone said they couldn't walk.
Yeah, dude. Every time we play basketball, I'm like in bed for like days afterwards.
Well, the good news is that we
fucked his knee up. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say the good news is that we all avoided the beer mile successfully.
Let's go. Yeah, I would just die. But Colton's got to hang something on his wall now as a loser's price.
I hope y'all go easy on me. I hope y'all at least see what I've done for the league. And
hey, if you want to skydive, that offer's still on the table.
Nope. They are trying to get me to substitute it with skydiving, and I fucking refuse.
You'll never.
Nope.
It was a lot of fun when I did it. I had a great time.
I can't, dude.
I'd love to skydive.
One man's punishment is another man's
not punishment.
All right, Colton, get the whips and chains out.
The whips and chains.
Whoa.
I'm good. Just let me hang. Just let me hang a dick on my wall instead of going skydiving, bro. I'll just stay out of the dating scene for 8 months.
I mean, you could try to play it up as like an artistic, it's an artistic penis.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I could try, but we'll see how that goes.
I guess we could do something like I don't know, like furry porn or.
Oh my god, bro!
Wow.
I don't think there's anything worse than a fucking furry, dude.
Can I be real?
Are you a furry?
Are you furry?
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. No. Oh my god, no. Me and my man have had sex with a furry. But not when they were like a furry,
I see. Okay.
As them.
They were cosplaying as themselves.
They were just
they were just themselves.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's. I was about to say that's fucking wild.
It sat with me, a little bit. I was like, But like, they're a really cool person, so I like was able to kind of like forget that.
It's hard to.
From what I've heard, a lot of people who are furries are like either like on the spectrum or like have lots of like issues talking with people, and like wearing suits allows them to like better communicate with others.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
This person was on the spectrum, so makes sense.
Well, at least it wasn't a brony.
Okay, yeah, the bronies are a different beast. I think. Like, I feel like I can have some tolerance for furries, but James, do you remember that guy in our cross country that was like always the slowest? I think his name was Tony.
No.
You don't remember? He was tall, like really slow.
Oh,
would always run like insanely slow.
Yes.
I friended him on Facebook when we were freshmen in high school, and all of his posts were brony shit as a 14-year-old.
Oh, dude.
What is a brony?
A grown man who watches My Little Pony.
And they have like sexual fantasies about My Little Pony.
Oh, Rainbow Dash, like cheeks bouncing. I remember like a My Little Pony movie came out in theaters like probably a few years ago, and like it was just nothing but grown men lined up.
It's so disturbing.
Devin, you ever watched any brony porn?
No. That's probably the last thing I'd ever look up.
James left.
James has had enough. James just puked in his mouth at the thought of bronies.
I'm sorry. My puke's all gone now.
Are you
Smells
feeling
great.
okay, by the way, James?
Yeah. No, I was texting my girlfriend and I actually hit like the microphone thing, and so
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't hear words y'all were saying.
Devin, what do you think about that?
No comment.
Devin, you still got beef?
I don't have beef.
Okay, that's good.
Beef with what?
Nothing.
I remember I'd always give you shit about Amani. I don't really have beef with her, but I just like giving you a hard time.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry.
you like giving him a hard time?
So that's the night.
The double entendre.
Well,
No.
Devin, I think that it's that time in the podcast you were talking about. You're talking about it with me a few hours ago. Go ahead and tell him that you're pregnant.
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm about to give birth to this podcast. I got the toilet paper lined up.
Oh yeah.
One of
Is
my
it-
friends today told me that she felt like I was a woman trapped in a man, or a woman in a man's body.
What?
But
Wow.
she was trying to compliment me because she was saying that I like listened very well and like because she was having like a hard time and I just can't stop laughing.
That's like, bro, that's worse than the friend zone.
I like she was having like a really hard time with her classes or something, and I was like just listening attentively and like responding, and she was like maybe I shouldn't say this, but you're like a man in a woman or a woman in a man's body, and then she was like, wait, no, that's not what I meant.
Holy shit! I mean, that's okay. Like, imagine that's like a girl you're interested in. That's saying that. That's probably
you immediately just die.
that's not even like fucking brother zoned.
Then you
I
just
was about
ask
to say, like that's below friend zone. Like, is it below other zones as
well,
well?
the next
I think-
question is, so are you into trans girls?
No, wait, what?
Wouldn't it be trans men?
No, because I would. Oh, okay, that's true. But if I was a woman in a man's body, then I think that would make me a trans woman, right? Like that I would just have not transitioned
Oh yeah, you're
yet.
right. Yeah, no, you're right.
So-
You're right.
Go ahead and tell J.K. Rowling that one. I feel like I'd rather have a woman that I'm interested in just tell me to fuck off than tell me I'm a woman in a man's body.
What if she follows it up with like, and I think that that's hot.
Ayo.
I mean, come on over. I got a bussy ready for you.
Was he ready? Wow.
You got your Terry Bussey. A&M rookie wide receiver Terry Bussey. Did any of y'all watch the A&M UT game?
I had it on at work.
I had it
It was-
on, I guess, in the hospital.
What?
My dad had a kidney infection, but he's fine.
Oh, I was like, oh, that's.
I thought about what I was about to say, and then I thought it'd be weirder if I just didn't say it. If I was like, oh, nowhere. I had it on nowhere.
You said it so like. You said it like you had like a life-threatening disease that like.
Oh,
you know,
no.
you're like in
Yeah.
the.
Well, because I was like, I don't want to bring down the podcast, but then if I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't see it anywhere, I feel like that makes it sound like I'm like cheating or something.
You were with that trans woman.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think no, Kendall wasn't with me, so then yeah. But she and Gustavo were just like sending memes about like wanting to die and stuff. So
A&M fans.
yeah, I feel like A&M fans are like the Cowboys of the college world.
Oh, because y'all are A&M
They are.
fans. I was like, why would you watch that game? I forgot you
A&M
went
fans
there.
are A&M fans are fucking. They're like Cowboys fans.
Every single
That's
year they like say that it's going to be their year. Do y'all remember it was the longest game in college football history, A&M versus LSU?
Oh, wasn't
it
the
was
score
yeah.
like 60 something to 60?
Yeah, I was going home that day from like back to College Station, and I completely did not know there was a football game going on. And I went and got groceries, and I literally could not get home because they shut down the road to get to my apartment. I had milk in my car, and I just could not go home. Like, I literally had to drive around for an hour waiting for the game to end, for them to open up the street to get to my apartment.
Hunter
And
just chugged a whole gallon of milk, so it didn't
after
go bad.
that, I was just like, I was so mad. I was like, I fucking hope we lose every game for the rest of my time in college. And I said that once around like a bunch of the like core people. Do you know what the core is? It's like the military people at A&M. They're like in college,
Yeah.
but they're like trained to be in the military. And Kendall was like, "You need to stop saying that. They're gonna like kill you."
They're gonna wipe you off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I mean they are the military.
They're gonna take you to the back and do like the Ravens fans are gonna do Justin Tucker pretty soon.
Ooh.
Take you out back and shoot you.
Do y'all think Justin
Yeah.
Tucker's washed? I don't think he's washed. James and I had this argument.
He just missed a bunch more kicks recently. He missed a PAT. He missed another
Oh,
field goal this weekend.
I mean,
He's
There's Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I'm not used to doing the podcast thing.
It's
And now I like got nervous and forgot what I was gonna say.
something about Justin Tucker being trash.
Oh yeah,
You
so
went-
y'all stick up for the Ravens, sticking up for him still.
I feel like they have like some loyalty. They feel like they have to stay by him, even though like any other team, if that was any other kicker, he'd be cut.
And he's costing
Right.
them games now. He missed 2 field goals and a PAT and lost by 5 points. I mean, they literally would have won if he just made those.
So I
I mean,
mean,
I'm sure they would have won if they would have scored more points on offense as well.
yeah, but
Big brains on Brad.
Justin Tucker's missing that PAT anyway.
I mean, he's the greatest of all time, but in my opinion, I think it might be time to retire.
I mean, I don't know. Grammatica's pretty good too.
Was that the guy that tore his ACL celebrating?
Yes,
He jumped in the air.
Bill Grammatica. I remember James. I don't know if James showed me or we just saw it together or something. But for the longest time, I thought he kicked a game-winning field goal, and then we rewatched it again. I'm like, it's 0-0 score in the first quarter. He kicks a field goal, jumps in the air and celebrates, and just snaps his ACL. Like, what are you celebrating for? It's 0-0 in the first quarter.
So embarrassing.
Have y'all heard that quote from Mario Balotelli? He's an Italian soccer player. He said that he doesn't celebrate when he scores because the mailman doesn't celebrate when he delivers the mail.
Ooh.
That's pretty cold.
I like that.
That's tough.
Yeah, when I'm like getting married and Kendall's like, "Why are you not celebrating?" I'll be like, "Well, does the mailman celebrate?"
Just have no emotion when you're like
Be like,
getting married.
yeah, I do. Yeah.
You see the mailman give you mail, and he does a discount double check and tears his knee up
And then Kendall divorces me.
for the mailman.
Damn.
Email man. Devin, I mean, Devin during his wedding. I mean, I think Devin, you need to get married on a Sunday. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a big projector projecting the Texans game behind you while you're getting married. So you
They're
can
like,
watch.
I now
you
pronounce
can
you
watch-
husband and wife, and I'm like, shh, shut up.
You can like you may now kiss the bride, and Kaimi Fairbairn's in the background just whiffing a field goal.
And then his wedding becomes the worst day of his life.
Devin is one of the only people that is still anti Fairbairn.
Really?
He's trash, dude. Ugh.
I'm anti-Fairbairn.
He's setting records.
Yeah, but he can't hit a fucking 30-yarder multiple times? Nah, get him off the team.
Damn, tough crowd.
Who the fuck do you want?
Brandon Whedon set records. He was the first player to try to throw away a pass that got intercepted out of bounds.
He did. I remember that.
Brandon Whedon, the fucking 30-year-old rookie quarterback.
I have no idea what's wrong with the Browns. I mean, are they winning? I haven't even been keeping up with the game.
They're down 6.
What? Yeah, they're close.
No, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose.
Cracks me up.
That's the spirit.
I mean, every single game they play, I have no hope for them.
At least Jameis is fun to watch.
Yeah,
That's a W.
both
That's a W.
both on the field and off the field.
Yeah, agreed.
Bro, the funniest Jameis Winston clip to me is when he's like fucking injured and on crutches and he's just dancing his ass off. Have you seen that?
I've not.
Bro, that's fucking hilarious, dude. He's like using the crutches to walk, and then he just picks them up in the air and starts just waving them because he's celebrating.
He got like one of those like immaculate healers
Yeah.
to come help him.
He got injected with the fucking horse tranquilizer that Mahomes gets injected with every time he fucks his ankle up.
His big toe goes to sleep, and they give him some Vicodin.
Every time Mahomes goes out with an injury, I'm like, they're just gonna like the most illegal drugs
Bro,
possible.
He never sits out. It makes no. That was when the Browns were playing the Chiefs in the AFC divisional round. He went out for like a quarter, and Chad Henne came in, and we turned the game around. And then Patrick Mahomes came back in, and we lost.
There was a recent game.
Chad Henne
Sorry.
had like a 96-yard drive for a touchdown though in that game.
Who cares?
All right.
There was a recent game where he it looked like he really fucked up his ankle and he limped off the field, and I figured, okay, he's at least going to be out the rest of this game, and he was back in it wasn't a few plays. He has to be getting shot up with something.
I mean, Josh Allen, Colton, remember at the game he got concussed, and they put his ass right back in.
They did. I guess, yeah. It looked like he was down on the field for a minute, bro.
Yeah, and he comes back one play later, and I'm like, suspicious. Yeah.
I mean, I like Josh Allen, so go ahead and inject him with what illegal drugs you want. That's cool. I mean, I don't know. Pat Mahomes he can just sleepwalk, play like shit, throw 2 picks, still win.
I mean, yeah, he's not having a good season this year. Which is kind of crazy to say you're not having a good season, but your team is the best record in the NFL. But I guess they're tied with the Lions.
Collusion.
It's like
Kansas City Detroit collusion.
It's
Kansas City refs collusion.
It's the black magic. They sold their soul to the devil. It's like
go ahead, Colin.
Oh, I was gonna say, I would think Chiefs fans, maybe not, because I don't think there's probably a Chiefs fan in the world I would enjoy being around. But I would say that they should feel the same way that. Well, I know Devin and I feel this way with the Texans. Everyone's like, "Well, you're 8-5," and I'm like, I'm miserable.
Yeah, it's not a good 8-5. I'm killing a bottle every Sunday.
The Cowboys are really. I mean, Cowboys are terrible, and I feel great about it
because you have no expectations.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel about the Browns. It's like, yeah, if they win, I'm quite happy. If they lose, then it was to be expected.
This is the best year I've had in a while for football. I know the Cowboys are just terrible. I can just enjoy it. Just the other games, where the Cowboys get embarrassed. They already are embarrassed.
Last year was so fun as a Texans fan because we had literally expectations of winning 4 or 5 games, and we came out there and kicked ass. And now that we have expectations, it's fucking miserable. Yeah. Because if you had told a Texans fan 3 years ago, hey, you're going to be 8-5 leading the division by 2 games, we'd be like, what? Sign me up, dude.
It's gone to the point where Colton are like, all right, how many picks is Stroud going to have?
I mean, he hasn't even thrown that many picks this season, has he?
Well, I think he's almost doubled what he did last year as a rookie.
Yeah, but that was the best rookie season ever for a quarterback.
I thought you said Herbo was.
People are calling it a sophomore slump. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Because I think what it is the teams figure out essentially how you play with your offense, within your offense, and they can kind of game plan against you better.
Yeah, it's because they have a year's worth of film on you, so they see your tendencies and shit.
Yeah, and I mean Stroud didn't do any favors in Japan with Micah Parsons podcasting, and
HEB brisket
What
queso
did they
commercials.
do in Japan?
They were sumo wrestling.
they
Really?
were.
Yeah, they're wrestling sumo fucking wrestlers.
Did they put on the thongs, the sumo
I think-
thongs?
I don't know.
That's got to be the weirdest sport ever. Like you just essentially have to be insanely like you have to eat so much food in order to get to that. Like it's
Have
not
great
even
balance.
yeah. And I think like once you're done, like those like I don't know, like you have to essentially just eat and eat and eat to get to the right like spot because you can't. You're like not even supposed to be muscular.
Just fat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you're just supposed
muscle
to be
probably weighs too much. I don't know.
you're just supposed to be immovable. That's the whole point.
My dad did a sumo wrestling halftime for a Houston Aero show, and he got to meet one of the guys from ZZ Top because he did that. But like my mom signed him up for it, and he didn't know that he was gonna do it. So then like at halftime, they called like his seat number and his friend's seat number, and went down and like put on these giant like inflatable sumo suits, and like the goal was to try to like get the puck in the other person's net. And my dad's friend just like as soon as they started he just pushed him on the head, and then my dad was just like flailing back and forth, and he couldn't get himself back up.
Oh, sounds like me every morning.
Your girl just pushes you on the head back into bed.
Yeah, she said, "What you think you doing, bro?
I'm not finished with you yet.
Yeah, what you doing, little bro?"
Look, your
What-
girl calls you little bro.
she knows if she lets you out of bed, you're gonna not come to bed the next night because you're gonna be playing Madden.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm gonna dip out early. Gam Gam has gotta do her, nightly bedtime routine.
Thank you so much for joining us, our first
Thanks
guest.
for joining us.
Yeah.
We'll have you back on another day.
Yeah, no, whenever I'm in the mood and y'all are open to it, I'm always down.
We hope you enjoyed your time.
Yeah, if you, I mean,
Yeah.
if on Monday, but sometime between 6:30 and 9, we'll probably be on.
Right on. I don't know if I will listen to it just because I probably won't want to hear myself. But
Yeah, I kind of hate my voice.
I know everyone feels that way, but yeah, thanks for having me. And
Do you want to do any plugs before you
no.
plug your Instagram?
I'm just kidding.
That book.
Yeah.
Plug your
Yeah.
book.
Got any
All
shows
right, have a
coming
good
out?
night, guys.
Adios.
All right, thank
Yeah.
you. Bye, Cassidy.
I'm like fucking dead, y'all.
You're dead?
You look alive to me.
I yesterday I woke up, or on Sunday I woke up. No, Saturday I woke up. Fuck, I can't even get it straight.
One
don't
day.
know. You woke up one day.
On Sunday I woke up at like maybe 10 a.m. and then last night I went to bed from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Then I got on a flight, and I've just been working like since then.
So your brain's fried.
Yeah, I'm probably not the sharpest right now.
Okay, perfect. So we can do trivia then.
Yeah, you can probably lie to me.
I
don't have any. I don't have any trivia pulled up.
I got you.
Okay.
All right, it's NFL one. Who was the biggest QB in NFL history?
Hefty
Ben-
lefty, Jared
Ben-
Lorenzen.
Who got
What?
that? Who said that?
It was me, Hunter.
Okay. Yeah, see, your brain's not fried. You got it.
Who the fuck is
He
that?
played for the River Monsters and also the Giants. He has a Super Bowl ring with the Giants. He weighed over 300 pounds.
285. You know what his 40 was?
Probably like 5'4".
It was a 5.28 40-yard dash,
Jesus Christ.
which was the same as Tom Brady's.
Okay, that's terrible.
Brady. That's hilarious.
All right,
What do
next
y'all
one's-
think what do y'all think the fastest 40 we'll see in our lifetime is?
I think we'll see a 4.14.
What
think
is the fastest?
the
It's like a
fastest.
4.2.
Yeah, 4.2.
Who holds it? Is it Xavier Worthy?
Yeah, it's Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, but people say Dion could have run like a sub 4.2. People say Dion could do
I think
that.
Usain Bolt ran a 4.2 in like jeans or something.
In jeans.
Yeah, it was like just some random like event that he showed up at, and then they had him run the 40, and he ran a 4.2.
Oh my god.
This was like last year too, like not even in his prime.
This is why this made on my Mount Rushmore because of that reason.
Oh
That's
yeah, we didn't
crazy.
put him on our Mount Rushmore.
He
We
was
didn't
on
even
my
think
Mount
about
Rushmore.
James did.
Oh really? Okay, my bad.
Yeah. But I mean I did track and cross country, so like I like those people I have more respect for than probably y'all do. So
Damn, what should I do about the marathon? I fucked up.
what do you mean?
I didn't sign up.
I didn't sign up either.
Just show
Oh,
up.
okay, so we'll just run our own marathon.
Well, my sister signed up for the half, and she's like not in shape to run the half, so she wants to do the 5K. And I still want to run the half, so I was like, what if I'm just Brittany Jurgen and you're James Jurgen? Like,
You'll get the first in like the women's group.
I mean, I probably not, but I'm not in that good of shape.
Oh, that's
No,
true.
I mean, I'm running pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not like I'm sure someone's gonna be faster than me.
What was your next trivia question, Devin?
I got two more.
Okay.
How long did the Patriots hold a lead in Super Bowl 51?
Which one was that one?
The one
Falcons?
where they came back from 28-3.
They didn't have the lead until they took the lead. Maybe 1 second.
0 seconds.
0 seconds.
Yeah, I got that one. It was a trick question.
It was. It was just
You,
like the last time the game ended with 0-0, a
yeah,
playoff game.
yeah. That question. I listened to that over, and I was like, I can't believe I was like, that possible? It's like, fucking course, it's not possible. I was actually thinking about it. I was like, 0-0 in the playoffs, huh?
Well, I think you thought it meant like 0-0 going to overtime.
No.
I gave you an out there.
No, I was like,
So if they tie, does that mean neither team moves on, or they both move on?
there's just no way. What happens though in an NFL game if it goes in a playoff game if it goes past 10 minutes? They just put another 10 minutes on the board.
Yeah, you played multiple overtimes.
Yeah, but let's say like the game just ended, like it was like a fucking DeMar Hamlin situation. The game just had to end, and it was like tied.
They
Coin toss.
They replay it. No, coin toss to see who
You
moves
know,
on.
the coin toss is like the 8th thing down the list of how they determine the tiebreaker in division records.
So what's the order?
It's like at first it's like record, then it's head-to-head record if you're tied, then it's divisional record, then it's like points scored after that or something like that.
No, I think it's like comparable. I think it's conference record after that.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's like head to head. It's like strength of like opponents or something like that. And there's no way it'll ever get the head like a coin toss.
So if by chance all 7 of those things are exactly the same points scored on the season, they split the season series, same record, strength of whatever, they literally do a coin toss.
Yes. It's never happened and it never will, but
I guess they have to just plan just in
yeah,
case.
have something.
I'm taking heads every time.
Plandemic.
That would be crazy. That would be the craziest thing we've ever seen in sports history.
Are y'all taking heads or tails?
Tails.
I
You
don't
said
know.
heads, Colton?
Tails.
Oh.
I'm gonna take whatever James takes because he's usually right on these things.
I'm the only tails man here.
No, Devin said tails.
I said heads.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Dev said heads.
Yeah, James said tails.
Craig would take tails.
He didn't say anything, so he must agree with you.
I would take heads.
I will take heads.
Now we're
Alright.
recording.
The last one I got is how many non-QB MVPs have there been? And I have a list of them. If you
There's
can
a
name them.
lot.
I would say it's probably like 10.
Is Jim Brown on the list? Like, are we going? How far back are we going?
The earliest I have is 1957.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so we
Jim
are going
Brown's on
back to
there.
Jim Brown
A kicker won MVP one year, right?
Yeah,
Dude,
on the R word team.
on the Raiders.
did you see their thing about bringing
No,
that back?
not the Raiders.
The R word team, the Raiders,
Who's the other R-word team?
the Washingtons.
Redskins.
Oh, I see. Who was the kicker?
It was Mark Mosley.
Okay.
He kicked like with his toe too. Is the funniest part about it.
Mark Tosley.
It was on a shortened season, wasn't it? Like 83.
82, yeah.
Oh, 82, yeah. I think he just didn't miss a kick all year, and they like had the best record. I'm pretty sure. I could
And they
be
said,
wrong.
here you go.
Yeah,
As a defensive player won it, was LT on there?
yeah.
LT did win it in 86.
Okay.
Emmett Smith,
Emmitt Smith did win it in 93.
Barry Sanders.
Oh, I was about to say Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders won it. He actually didn't win it. He was a co-MVP with Brett Favre.
Jerry
Oh.
Rice.
There was a running back in the early 2010s, right?
Adrian
Peterson.
did in
Peterson,
2012,
yeah.
yeah.
AP.
Did Jerry
He-
Rice win it?
Jay Rice did not. You said
I
Jim
did-
Brown. You know how many MVPs that he won?
Probably
3.
He won 3, yeah.
4.
Not 57, 58, and then 65.
He's my
He had-
greatest running back of all time.
He had a great career. Oh,
It was
short
short.
career, but yeah.
He played 9 years, and he went to go act. He retired at 29. Isn't that crazy?
Then he went to go beat his wife. He walked around with a cane.
Wait, did he?
I think so. I hope I'm not
That's
slandering
a
him.
crazy allegation. To
I'm
just
pretty
say
sure he
that.
did.
Well,
I'm pretty.
I've
He's-
never heard that.
An NFL player, so you can only assume he beat.
Assault. Yeah, Brown was arrested at least 7 times for assaults, mainly
Oh
against
my-
women.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, maybe
Brown
no
was
no
charged
idea.
with assault with intent to commit murder after model Ava Bonechin was found beneath the balcony of Brown's
Bonechin?
second floor apartment. Bonechin. BOHNCHIN. BOHN-CHIN.
Maybe
He
go
was
ahead
almost-
from your go bring back. Linda.
He was almost OJ before OJ was OJ. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just because of those
Speaking of OJ won an MVP, right?
He did.
I say just because of those allegations, I'm going to move Jim Brown down and put OJ as my number one running back.
Wait, in 1975, Brown was convicted of misdemeanor battery for beating and choking his golfing partner, Frank Snow.
Oh my god.
I mean, we've all been there.
Charged with raping a 33-year-old woman.
God, dude.
Oh my god.
Arrested for assaulting his fiance.
Why is this man praised?
Wait, Brown was arrested and charged with making terroristic threats.
Okay, I mean,
This is just getting
at
out
this
of hand.
point, this just seems made up.
At this point, just put him
Okay,
in jail.
a quote from Jim Brown in 2015: "There is no excuse for violence."
But yeah, he got away with all that.
OJ Simpson. I can't wait to find. I don't want to live in LA because I don't want to run into the man that killed my wife.
He looks in the mirror. Well,
I found him.
There he is.
All right.
so how many MVPs have we named so far?
You have named
Is this different players or total?
7 total.
And there are how many? 20?
These are different players. My bad. There are not 20. You're close. There's 18 non-QB MVPs of all time.
Marcus Allen.
Nope.
Oh wow, I thought he would have won one.
Who is the guy from the Rams, James? Mark Dickerson? Eric Dickerson, sorry.
No, he did not win it.
Oh,
The year he broke the record, he didn't win MVP.
Nope.
That's actually insane.
Dick Butt.
No, not Dick Buckus.
Dick Butkus? Are you kidding me?
I mean, he was good, but I think LT is the only player on that list that's defense.
Yeah.
No, there's another.
Well,
defensive
no.
player.
The
Night
guy,
Train Lane.
the guy in the Vikings. I don't know his name
Yeah,
though.
yeah. You don't know
I
his
don't know
name?
his name.
Oh,
No.
not Mean Joe Green. He's the he has a very generic name,
Yeah, he does.
and
My-
he's the all-time leader in sacks.
It's Alan Page.
Really?
He's not the
Oh.
all-time leader in sacks. That's
Then
Bruce Smith.
yeah, I was thinking Bruce Smith.
Yeah, and Alan Page kind of scored on himself as well.
No, that was Jim something because
No,
Fran Tarkenton said, "Jim, you ran the way."
Shit. I'm struggling right now.
I mean, we're almost there. We only have 3 more, right?
there's 8 more running backs.
Fuck. I mean, I bet a lot of them were in the 60s. Like Larry Sonka, was he one of them?
He was not. You've heard of at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Gail
You've heard at
Sayers.
least 7. No,
Yeah, not Gil Sayers.
I guess it is.
Emmett
I don't know
Smith.
if y'all ever seen Gail Sayers highlights, but they were actually the
Yeah,
most
they're
insane highlights
insane.
I've ever seen.
They are very
Like
insane.
that man's jukes are crazy.
Who has the most
Uh,
touchdowns in a single season? Not quarterbacks.
LT.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yep, he won MVP.
Oh, I didn't. Oh,
I didn't know that.
Sean Alexander.
Yep.
Priest Holmes.
No, greatest show on turf.
Oh,
Dion?
no, was it
No.
Marshall Falk?
There you go.
Marshall Faulk won an MVP. I did not know that.
Did
Yeah.
Roger Craig win one?
He did not.
Okay, because he had 1,000 receiving, 1,000 rushing as well. As a running back. So, how many more do we know?
At least 4.
Terrell Davis.
He did.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, he did. Yeah, that's a good one. Good job, Hunter.
Appreciate it.
Colton, you got any names? Colton, you got any names?
I was thinking Michael Irvin.
No.
No.
No receivers ever won MVP, huh?
Actually, there's 2 of these names. They might be.
Did Don Hudson ever get an MVP?
No.
Dave Casper.
No.
Yeah,
John
tight end. Yeah, tight end's going MVP.
John Madden.
Who is the guy on the Raiders? The receiver that was white.
Fucking.
Hunter Renfro.
He had to stick
No.
him.
Yeah, he had Stickum. I can't think of his name.
He had a funny ass name. Blitnikoff, Fred Blitnikoff.
Yeah, Fred Blitnikoff.
Because the college football receiver award is named after him for some reason.
The Bolitnikoff Award.
Yeah.
It's like best receiver in college football.
All right. Think of sweetness.
Sugar.
Oh yeah, Walter Payton. Wow.
We didn't say Walter Payton already?
Nope.
That's
I'm
crazy.
surprised.
Does that have to do with sweetness, or is his name like
That was his nickname.
Sugar Ray?
He's the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Dak Prescott won that award one year. So
What team did OJ play for? Think of that team.
The Bills?
Yeah. What running back?
Who was the running back in the 90s? I can't remember. Thurmond?
Thurman. What?
Thurmond.
Marshall?
No, that's his first name.
Marshall Thurman.
No, Thurman Thomas.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, he won an MVP.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that good.
Who we missing?
You're missing at least one more running back that you would know.
What era?
He is from the 79.
AFC,
79.
NFC.
AFC, and he used to play for a team that no longer exists.
Oh, okay. I know it as soon as you said it. It's
Earl Campbell.
There you go.
Earl Campbell. I just couldn't think of his name. I can think of him.
Or Oilers.
The only other one that you might remember, he's in 1972, but I'd be surprised if you know him.
Riggins?
No.
He was in the 80s.
Uh,
I think he might have been in the 90s.
what team was it for?
I'm about to find out.
Was he a center?
He was a running back.
And Treese.
Frenchie Fuqua.
He played for Washington.
Was it Tiny Boops Quids Chorley?
No. He played for Washington.
Was he white?
He was black.
Okay.
I thought he was Asian.
Did I already say John Riggins?
Is he Latin?
He has the same name as an NBA Coach of the Year in 2001.
Who the fuck won NBA Coach of the Year in 2001?
Greg
Doc.
Popovich?
Mike Brown?
No, close.
Mike Brown.
Mike
Phil
Mike
Jackson?
Smith?
No. In 2001, he coached.
Oh, the Sixers head coach. What's his? Larry Brown.
There you go. It was Larry Brown.
Larry Brown.
I've
at
never
that.
heard of that running back.
Look at that. I never heard of him, but what a pull by me. Shout out me.
Fucking pull. The 2001 Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, I remember that because AI won MVP and his coach won the Coach of the Year, and they had the best record in the East. I was like, it's got to be Larry Brown. They were the first seed.
It's got to be.
Shout out Larry Brown. I mean, Philadelphia 76ers head coach.
Who
Of the
are
year?
the guys that we've missed?
So the last two, one of them was from 1962. His name is Jim Taylor.
Yep,
And then
we've done it.
1961 was Paul Hornung.
Paul Hornung. Come on, man. He played for the Packers, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
Yeah.
I should have
I've
mentioned
never heard
him.
of him.
Paul
Apparently in-
Hornung.
And apparently in 1963, he was not able to play because he violated the league gambling policy.
Damn, you pulled a Calvin Ridley.
Famous for you.
He was nicknamed the Golden Boy.
The Golden Boy.
The
He
Golden
pulled
Boy.
he pulled a Pete Rose.
The Golden Boy. How do you? I can't do a goofy voice.
Why, Mickey?
Oh boy.
Well, actually, the Golden Boy.
You sound like a prospector.
Now, actually, what do you think about this here NFL fantasy team I drafted? Yeah, it looks good, Dad. Looks good. I've been hearing a lot about this Bijan Robinson fella. Yeah, fucking Goofy finds Max vape.
That was
Classic.
the best bit that we've never recorded.
Yeah, Goofy finds out Max had a vape.
Has a geek bar.
Well, yeah. Now, Max, Maxie, I found this here geek bar. What's this here geek bar?
It's not mine, Dad.
You can, yeah, Dad. Yeah, Max is just a fucking chain smoker. Fucking, Dad, it's not mine. Actually, I think you've been hanging around the wrong people.
Then Goofy just takes a massive rip.
Yeah, all right. Dad, just rip it. All right, I'll rip the geek bar. Just the biggest buzz of his life. He's just, oh shit, I need to sit down.
Oh, pass the geek bar.
What flavor is that?
Oh, you got
Goofy.
Sour gummy ice. Oh.
Yeah. Goofy. Yeah. Who the fuck?
What? Fucking trying to do Donald Duck.
Goofy's still just on the couch, just buzzed as shit, nauseous. I think I'm gonna puke. It gets nicotine poisoning.
Oh, it's just a little nick high.
Yeah. Can't handle your nick.
I don't even know any other of the characters from that show. Are there any other characters other than Mickey, Donald
There's
Duck, and Goofy?
many. I feel like my Minnie Mouse impression was just like Mickey was like, Mickey. Oh,
Okay.
Go ahead and pass the geek bar over here.
Yeah,
Hold
there's
on.
Daisy,
Hold
Pluto.
Pluto.
Isn't that
Famous-
Goofy's
famous-
dog?
Famous
Yeah.
Disney.
That's Goofy's
famous,
dog.
famous Disney character Pluto. Pluto the dog. That's my favorite one.
Can you do a Pluto impression? I don't even know what Pluto
I
does.
can do Dwayne the Rock Johnson, where he's like, "Things will never be the same. The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change." That's my Dwayne the Rock Johnson impression. When he
Wait. What do you mean Dwayne the Rock Johnson? There's Dwayne Johnson and there's the Rock.
that was my Dwayne Johnson impression.
Okay, I was confused.
I forgot there are two different people.
People always forget that.
Yeah, they are. They're not even related. They just
No, they are twins. What do you mean
Oh.
they're not related? You
Well, I
seen the
thought they-
picture?
no. But I just
Can you smell?
Yeah, I can do a pretty
What the
good rock
Rock
impression.
is cooking. Let's hear it.
Did you hear it?
Terramana tequila.
That's so funny, Devin.
Did you hear it? You didn't hear my eyebrow go up?
Terramana tequila. Why don't we just all have a fucking sip of Terramana? That's all the fucking Terramana.
There's a John Cena commercial that really beats the shit out of me. Or it's like a John Cena's voicing over like a Honda commercial. And I hate when they add adjectives before the names of the cars, where he's like, "It's a new fun to drive Honda." It's like, fuck you.
Remember when you walked on stage ass naked?
Yeah, he had like the card. He had the card covering his like dick.
Why did he do that?
I don't know.
Hollywood, I guess. They paid him.
Oh wow, Nick Chubb did something?
It was a Diddy
Crazy.
party.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb caught a touchdown, Devin.
Bro, Winston is going crazy right now. Have you seen his stats?
Yeah, he also just got sacked.
446 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Not surprising when you can't run the ball. Nick Chubb has 2 yards per carry. He has 3 yards per carry on the season.
You know what the funniest part is if he started Denver's defense, there's a decent chance that they would have negative.
There it is. You could have had your second win.
He took the pussy way out, just benched his D. Didn't want to win like a man. So it's fine.
Didn't want to win like a woman in a man's body.
Yeah. Yeah. You look like a woman in a man's body.
She didn't say I looked like it. She said
You know what? You look very feminine today.
You're looking pretty cute, but in a feminine kind of cute.
You looking kind of cheeked up right now.
Okay.
I might make a bad decision tonight, actually.
Yeah, I might do something I'll regret for a long time.
Something you'll regret for the rest of your life.
The rest of your life.
I'm gonna have to
having what?
I'm gonna have to call it. I'm falling asleep.
So you're on Madden.
I can't, bro.
Come on, dude. It's 8:30.
I'm so tired.
All right. Well, wink, wink.
You can add it to my punishments.
7 lashes.
Wink, wink. We know you're just saying that for the podcast. We'll see you online.
Do y'all have anything to say before I kick out Craig?
I think I'm all good.
Thanks for listening. If you want to be on the next podcast, just let us know.
Yeah, just put a comment.
Yeah.
We'll just put an invite to our Discord on our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Bro, that's asking for trouble.
Comment your phone number, address, and your social security, and we'll go and get you on the podcast. But
yeah, I mean, nothing bad will happen. But it was a blast as always. Can't wait for next week.
I did have a lot of fun. I'm not. I'm just fucking tired.
Yeah, you got a free therapy session, so
yeah, I did. I know all James is the root of all my problems.
Thank you, Cassidy.
I have a good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Sweet dreams.
Love you.